Thunder Realm Awakening Among Beasts Part 2. Previously.
Ice Chain worked tirelessly on his masterpiece, a reimagining of the entire Thundercats team. Thunder! Thunder! Oh God, it's happening! And a swirling portal sucked him in head first. When Ice Chain awoke, he found himself sprawled in the middle of an alien wasteland. Above him loomed none other than Lion-O, Tigra, and the rest of the Thundercats crew. Ice Chain doodled a mech suit for Lion-O in mere seconds. The mech obliterated the enemies with rainbow-colored missiles. Thundercats quickly embraced Ice Chain as one of their own. During a climactic battle with Mum-Ra, his magical tablet was destroyed, causing another portal to open beneath him. Back in his room, Ice Chain awoke to find his tablet cracked and his live stream still running. Now, who's ready for a 24-hour stream where I redesign He-Man?
Present day.
One fateful afternoon, as Ice Chain Pure Water was finishing yet another dramatic rendition of He-Man battling Skeletor, a strange sound erupted from his drawing tablet. A low hum, like an old CRT television warming up. His chat exploded with comments. "Bro, your tablet's haunted. Is that Skeletor in your room? What is that light?" Before Ice Chain Pure Water could react, the screen of his tablet split open, revealing a swirling neon vortex. He blinked, reaching out to touch it, when, whoosh! The vortex yanked him through. The artist's last words before disappearing were, "Oh no, not this again. I only just got back from being a Thundercat." When Ice Chain Pure Water opened his eyes, he wasn't in his dimly lit apartment anymore. He was standing in the middle of the actual Castle Grayskull. The air smelled like ozone and testosterone, and towering over him was none other than He-Man himself, sword in hand, looking both heroic and confused. "Who are you, and why do you look like you're wearing pajama pants in battle?" He-Man demanded, his golden hair flowing majestically despite the lack of wind. Ice Chain, Pure Water, trembling and starstruck, could only stammer, I'm your biggest fan. Look, I even draw you." Pulling out his trusty drawing tablet, Ice Chain Pure Water showed He-Man a picture he'd been working on just before the vortex swallowed him. It depicted He-Man riding Battle Cat while triumphantly drop-kicking Skeletor into a lake of lava. He-Man inspected it closely. Not bad. You captured my good side." But before the artist could explain further, a sinister laugh echoed through the halls. "Hey, man!" Skeletor burst into the room, flanked by Beastman and Evil Lyn. "I've come to finally claim the power of Grayskull." Ice Chain Pure Water froze, unsure whether to run or take notes for his next drawing. He-Man, however, was unfazed. He turned to the artist. "Do you fight?" "Do I? What?" "Well, I just helped the Thundercats defeat Mum-Ra," Ice Chain Pure Water squeaked. "Good enough," He-Man said, before slapping his sword against the artist's shoulder. A surge of golden light enveloped Ice Chain Pure Water, and suddenly the artist was transformed. His YouTube merch hoodie turned into a rippling, fur-lined battle vest. His baggy pajama pants became skin-tight, glittering spandex. His scrawny arms bulged with muscles, and in his hand appeared a shining pencil that thrummed with magical energy. Ice Chain Pure Water blinked in disbelief. "What just happened?" He-Man grinned. "You now have the power of Grayskull. Use it wisely, Ice Chain Pure Water." Skeletor groaned. "Ugh, another one of you muscle-bound do-gooders. This is getting ridiculous." The battle that followed was nothing short of chaotic. Ice Chain Pure Water, fueled by adrenaline and a vague understanding of battle choreography from fighting alongside the Thundercats, managed to wield his enchanted pencil with surprising effectiveness. He sketched mid-fight, summoning crude yet effective doodles that came to life. "Let's see how you like this!" he shouted, furiously sketching. A giant eraser appeared, erasing Beastman's club mid-swing. "Stop that!" Beastman roared, shaking his now empty hands. Meanwhile, He-Man engaged Skeletor in an epic sword fight, but Skeletor was craftier than usual. He threw down a vial of smoke, disappearing into the shadows. "He's trying to escape!" He-Man bellowed. I got this, Ice Chain Pure Water declared, hastily doodling a giant spotlight. The light roared to life, illuminating Skeletor as he tried to crawl out a side door. Curses! Foiled by fan art! Skeletor hissed. By the time the dust settled, the villains had fled, and Ice Chain Pure Water was a certified hero of Eternia. He stood beside He-Man, basking in the glory of Castle Grayskull's energy. You fought well, Ice Chain Pure Water, He-Man said, clapping him on the back hard enough to nearly knock him over. Perhaps you should stay in Eternia and help us defend Grayskull. For a moment, the artist considered it. He could live out his ultimate dream, drawing He-Man forever and occasionally punching Skeletor in the face. But then he remembered something important. Thanks for the offer, but I've got rent due in 2 days, he said sheepishly. He-Man nodded solemnly. A noble reason. Very well. He raised his sword. By the power of Grayskull! With a flash of light, Ice Chain Pure Water was hurled back to his apartment, landing face first on his cluttered desk. His live-stream chat was still running, and thousands of viewers were spamming messages. Dude, where did you go? What was that power-up? Draw Skeletor next. Breathing heavily, Ice Chain Pure Water sat up, his enchanted pencil still in hand. Smirking, he started a new live stream, titled, I Fought Skeletor, Not Clickbait. And from that day forward, Ice Chain Pure Water's art was never the same.
Don't confuse my personality with my attitude. My personality is who I am. My attitude depends on who you are.